people. Probably wouldn't be as well known as her father still. So, yeah. Just felt a little awkward. Basically, just the bluntness of what I said there. That's it. Let's send them there. I think there was something else I wanted to say, but I'm not sure. Basically too distracted by that other kerfuffle. Well, not kerfuffle, but, you know.
Hang on, those ain't halflings. Look at the one with the helmet.
I love how they say halflings. It's halflings. They're harfing around the place.
I bet that's it. I don't trust those sneaky little what's names.
Maybe you're right. Here, prove you ain't halflings and free our men from the camps down the road.
If you are, stay right there so I can get my aim straight. Now that Lord Spree's gone, we're the last line of defense.
We let them in and they'll have us in one of those work camps before you can say tea and cakes.
Go on, get out of here. Sure you're not a coward like Lord Spree.
Yeah, and try not to... There, in the field.
Lord Spree, yeah, he's never someone expanded upon. He's referenced once, and that's it. But then again, he is a corpse, so it's not really surprising. I just lit them on fire. Okay, apparently halflings do that for sport, so that doesn't prove my innocence. Nothing over there? There was. Good, good. As I thought. Conga, conga, conga. Let's give him a moment. I love this part. Let's just loot that first. Ooh, whoops. Seriously. There we go. If I kept fucking up, I'll be completely out of mana. So I'm glad I didn't. I just love the sound of them like screaming in unison. It's hilarious. But anyway, moving on. And sadly, there's still some there. Let me try. Oh, I can't just station them. Ugh. Irritating. But then again, you know what? This is normal mode, not legendary. So yeah, I can just wade in with my halflings and my guys, and that's the end of it.
One last thing, sire. Killing innocents, and I use the term loosely, increases your corruption level. This attracts more evil energy, which increases your powers. However, this is rarely suitable for establishing a long-term evil plan. That requires people, living people. Gratitude comes with its own rewards.
Regrettably, in this game, to be honest, I find they don't really expand too much on the basically, say if you when you're done with this zone, as like you have taken over Spree. I think this place is like the Rolling Hills or something, and so now you own this place. Little really comes of that. Like, you don't get to redesign Spree in any way. You don't get to collect any wages, any taxes or anything from the place. It exists there. And you can rampage around their houses, but you can do that even if you were excuse me, like the moment I get in now, well, in a moment, like when I'm half done this place, I can rampage around their houses then too. So that's not anything special. So like, I kind of wish they would have expanded a bit more on that. Insofar as, they talk about owning it, but there's a little actually done there, Like there's it wouldn't change the game in the slightest this, but you know, mechanically with what happens between like you owning the place, or like being told you own the place, or being told you don't own the place. Like you've cleared that place and you move on to take on the next boss, and you keep going like that. You don't actually get any benefit really for taking place. One positive I will levy at Overlord 2, it's very hard for me to do that, is they actually do give a benefit to owning places. It is a bit tedious, really, but they do give a benefit. You do get a special bit of equipment for it, and you can, like say if you're mind controlling people, they will go and actually make gear at the anvils in town, and you can wait around and they will actually provide you with gear for free. It's just, you just have to go around to it. So there's stuff like that, but here there's nothing. I kind of wish you would have expanded upon it. And though at the same time I was porting over 2, it was still a terrible, it's still an annoying system in that you have to either go around mind controlling every civvy and try not kill them because you're using this laser beam to do it, and it's easy to kill them with it, or just kill them all. So yeah, it was a bit of a finicky, annoying system. So yeah, basically that's just, I kind of wish they built on it a bit more. There is in the expansion, Raising Hell, a beta. I don't want to say that they really expand on it, but when I poked my head in when I was saying I was trying to do that review, they did basically you go into this area, right, in the expansion, and it's very hostile. Like it's one way. It's hostile, enemies are spawning. Then you go in later on when you own it, and the areas are substantially changing. Well, at least the part I poked my head into. So at least they try to change it up a bit for when you own it. But still, I know. I just like building and resource management in games. So when they talk about you owning a place and you not being able to do anything like that, it just gets a little annoying just thinking about it, really. But anyway. Watch. Boom, baby. Ooh, wait. I don't know why, but I keep always raising my left hand when I do that. Kill him. You've killed a friendly peasant. Unfortunate accident, or the start of an evil rampage. Also, when they were talking about when they talk about the thing increasing your power, the closest thing I can think of them referring is meaning there is with the spell system. Well, actually two things. It's the spell system and something else. With the spell system, there's 3 levels of spells, and on the 3rd level, there's actually 2 separate spells for each category. There's 4 categories. Currently we have the fire one. And there's a fire spell, shield spell, minion spell, and a debuff spell. Well, sorry, when I say a spell, I mean category. And when it comes to like the minion buff one, the top tier low corruption spell gives you makes your minions berserk, increase their health and damage, but they won't attack innocents. If the high tier corruption one buffs them in those ways, but it lets them attack innocents. So, and the fire one is a big fire attack that won't hit innocents, big fire attack that will. This kind of thing. Then the second thing is you can pick 2 women to be with in the game. Well, one of 2 women. One woman will buff up, will provide you with upgrades, by default upgrades to 2 types of minions. And like when you get this fresh minion, instead of them starting out poorly geared like these guys were, they'll start off a bit better. While the other one will buff up the other. There's 4 types of minions, and they'll buff up the 2 other types with better gear. the second one, is considered the corruption one, the corruption choice. But beyond those two things, Gnarl's thing about evil power boosting the, killing innocents, somehow boosting your power, is actually inaccurate, as I don't actually remember that ever happening on well, that like the evil power, like the corruption boosting your power. There is that spell thing. There is like the benefits from killing the peasants themselves. There's that thing with the the lady, but there's no actual direct correlation to you've got 100% corruption. I don't actually know how you bring up that. Here we go. I have 3% corruption. You have 3% corruption that's plus 3% to damage. That's 3% to health. I haven't seen anything like that. There's some choices that give you benefits, but also increase your corruption. But that's still not your corruption boosting, giving you benefits. So, I'm kind of going through this game with a more critical eye here. Before I was going through with nostalgia glasses. Here I'm kind of going through it and noticing, this is a bit flawed. Maybe it was more of a 5 out of 10. I give it a 7. It's flawed but very good game. It's like one of the few games I can keep replaying. Now, it'll be lucky to keep that rank at this stage, at this rate. It's still a good game. They didn't go far enough with some things, in my opinion, but it's still a fun game in its own right.
To regain your own health. Have no fear. Your minions will gladly die for a mana pit.
Sorry, I cut that off.
They allow you to sacrifice your minions and replenish your mana.
So, unlike in Overlord 2, if a minion gets stuck, they will stay stuck. They won't find a way back to a portal. So, that's a side point. I just brought it up because I saw I was stuck on 9 out of 10 for a moment there. So I just wanted to state that's a thing. See, I can go into water. I can walk out to this. They can't. All minions except blues can't deal with water. Even shallow stuff, they will actually drown in it. Blue minions, did I call them water minions? Water minions? Regardless, blue minions can. They can run on water, or at least walk through water, and not get killed. So, gonna be honest with you, don't got to really worry too much here. This place isn't exactly dangerous, as you clearly see. That's fine. Just sweep him over this, they'll get the upgrades. Come on. Come on. Huh. I remember in legendary mode saying that I did remember that I did remember an attack group over a group of halflings over here, but clearly there was them on even on normal mode. So I guess what in my legendary playthrough my recollection wasn't precise. Then again, maybe I'm not perfectly recollecting what I said in the legendary playthrough. Oh, I have no idea. But yes, this is normal mode, not the legendary mode. Normal mode is a much nicer affair. Legendary mode, oh Christ, it's a mess. Especially because this game, while it's a very fun game, it is a very glitchy game. It's not a perfectly polished game, and building a legendary mode on such a thing isn't the best of ideas. Because, like, for example, you got really powerful enemies in legendary mode. They can swing forward and take off a chunk of that health bar, or completely nuke a minion. That's a boss, by the way. So the boss is swinging forwards. And see where my minions are. They're standing right behind me. I know the axe is swinging back, but the boss can't do that. They stab solely forwards. Now imagine where the front minion at the head of that triangle is me, my Overlord, and where my Overlord standing is the boss. The boss is jabbing forward with their fork. The minion at the back explodes. They don't get hit, but the boss's hitbox is so misproportioned that they do. The minion could also be, for example, on the boss's back, well out of range of actually being hit. Even if you were on, say, oh, it swung back and hit it or something. Unless the boss is swinging it back in such a way, dislocating the arm at the elbow, and it swings, keeps going and stabs into the minion. No, the minion didn't get hit there. And it's not even like the boss scratching their back with it. You know, they just still jab forward, and the hitbox is fucked, so the minion gets killed. It's on normal mode. There is still presumably the hitbox issues, but the damage is so much lower, it's not an issue. On the legendary mode, due to the issues, the hitbox, due to the increased damage and whatnot, the issues become so much more noticeable. So yeah, I bitch because I love. I actually do care about it. I do like this game. Though I'm just kind of now thinking about all the shit that gets on my wick. Excuse me. Oh Christ. Ugh. Go get loot. Go get some stuff. Go get some loot. And kill halflings. Why not? Have fun. Just pull you back. I want to get out of the range of those rock throwers for the moment.
Thank you, Lord. You should know that the camp up ahead is defended by rock throwers.
Good to know. Not entirely an issue, but good to know. Let's just hack and slash. Pretend we're out of Diablo or something. Okay, let's just move on. Let's go this way first. Send our minions after this guy. You know, I have so little concern for these enemies. I'm still thinking of legendary mode here. So I'm a bit, you know, concerned over that. Like, I remember this being so much more difficult, so much more dangerous in legendary mode. But the game really isn't on normal. It's substantially easier. Like, look at how well I'm hacking through the enemies. That was a real challenge. Because, like, I should have lost a few minions by now if this was I would have lost a few minions by now if this was legendary mode. I'm so glad it isn't. But if you want challenge, not entirely fair challenge, then legendary mode is the thing for you. I will be doing one more playthrough of this game after this, again sometime later on. Where I play normal route and go completely good. To be honest, you won't see anything different that you didn't see in my legendary playthrough, except well, I'll be doing the dungeons here and whatnot, but ignoring. Look at that tree branch. What the fuck? Okay, something's wrong with this. The game never looked this shit before. Most of the options are outside the game. The game never looked this shit. Something's off. Something's very off. Okay. I'm gonna have a look at that after I'm done recording, but you know what? I'll stop bitching about that. Can I be honest? I always forgot what I was saying, which ever so annoys me. All right. Ooh, Christ. Go help. Let's go help out.